day's a day, a bad luck's always coming my way.
Pure, fresh, fast-dissolving Domino granulated sugar has been a natural ingredient of good homemade candies for many a year. And now I'd like to show you some of the candies that will make homemade candy a treat to be remembered. Old-fashioned rock candy, candied apples, popcorn balls, and homemade taffy made with Domino granulated sugar, and extra easy no-cook chocolate fudge made with Domino 10X confectioner's powdered sugar. Any time of the year, homemade candy is always fun to make and fun to eat, and it makes a great rainy day activity for children of all ages.
For today's Grimm adventure, we find ourselves in Los Angeles, California, searching out the filming locations to the 1987 movie, Flowers in the Attic. And our first stop is at a mansion here in Beverly Hills known as Greystone Mansion.
They have come to seek refuge, where family secrets are kept, where the future is haunted by the past, where the innocent live in the shadow of sin, where a dark legacy awaits to destroy all who defy it. One truth they have yet to face.
My God.
Is the terror no one could imagine.
Mama?
Flowers in the Attic. Victoria Tennant, Academy Award winner Louise Fletcher. Based on the bestsellers that have shocked 40 million readers worldwide. Flowers in the Attic.
When it comes to the movie Flowers in the Attic, I think pretty much at this point everybody knows that it was mainly filmed. The house is actually in Massachusetts, but a lot of it was filmed here in Los Angeles. Everything about this mansion is just drop-dead gorgeous. Then over here, right at the entrance, we can't go inside sadly, but right over here they got a couple different things. It says TV, music videos, and more filmed at Greystone. TV shows, music videos, and other. And then right over here next to it, films at Greystone, and the list goes on and on and on, and I have a feeling that this is just a part of it. There's Flowers in the Attic right there, 1987, Louise Fletcher. See it? Would you look at that? Now, since we can't go inside, we kind of have to settle for just putting the camera up to the glass. But that is beautiful. As far as I can tell, they're not doing tours anytime soon. Maybe next year. But at least the grounds are open. Just walking around this property is something else. What a view. You can see Hollywood, downtown Los Angeles, Beverly Hills, and all the way over here on the right-hand side, you got the ocean. When it comes to Flowers in the Attic, what they actually filmed here on site was the wedding scene at the very end of the movie. In fact, you see those giant windows right there? In the wedding, you can see those, which means that room is where they filmed.
Dearly beloved, family and friends, we are gathered here on this most joyous of occasions to join Corinne and Bart in holy matrimony. Look now upon Bart and Corinne and pour out your grace upon them. Give them the strength and peace to honor the vows they make before you today. We pray that in your loving kindness...
Since we can't get inside, this is as close as we're going to get to the actual room. You can see they have the the shades drawn so you can't see the woodwork just to the left of your screen, just off camera. You can kind of see it right there. The window that I was just looking through to show you guys where the wedding was are those windows right there. And in fact, they're actually doors. Now, to give you a better idea of the layout of the room, looking at this screenshot, I'm standing right here by these doors. They are the same doors that when the kids come and they crash the wedding and they back their mom out right before she dies, she falls over the terrace. These are the same exact doors. Looking closer at this scene, you can tell that they actually exit out of the doors over here on the right-hand side. And if you look closer, you can actually see this break in the concrete in the scene as well. And I also want to point out that yes, the windows are glass. The doors are glass right now. You can see this right down here. So they aren't just windows, they're glass doors. Back whenever they filmed, you can tell that there was wooden doors here. You can see where they're bolted in like the hinges.
Here, Mother, our wedding present to you. Stop it. Go on. Eat it! Eat the cookie!
Now here's where we have a little bit of movie magic. As they're backing out this door and she's like, eat it, Mother, eat the cookie. If the mother would have kept backing up, she would have actually backed up into a reflecting pool over here. Now the movie magic is this: they didn't film the death scene here, they filmed it across the property on the back side of the property where the old swimming pool used to be. You see the lattice work? That's where the mother went over the edge and she got hung by the veil right there in the lattice work. Pretty freaking wild. Well, that stinks. Park closed to public beyond this point, which means we can't get on top there to do a little bit of recreation to show some of the vantage point. But that's okay. We can line up shots perfectly fine from down here. Standing here looking at this and watching the clip of Mother's death, you can clearly see that it happened on the right-hand side. As she goes over, you can make it out perfectly. With the sun the way that it is right now, I'm finding it a little hard to see the screen, so hopefully I'm catching this just right. From right about here, you can see that archway, as well as you see that little window with the bars on it. You can see that in the movie, as the mother goes right over top and through the lattice work. If you're a fan of Rob Zombie's Halloween, does this house look familiar to you? Well, it should, because this was the Doyle house. But in the movie Flowers in the Attic, this is where the family was living whenever they found out that their dad died. For the movie, they actually did a lot of the filming inside the house. But the only time you ever see the front of the house is a nighttime shot. It's like an establishing shot. It was taken from right about here.
That I was his favorite.
Look, I was afraid the others might be jealous, so I had to wait until they all went to bed. And you see?
Now for the rest of this video, we now find ourselves over in Pasadena. What you're looking at right now is the Pasadena Historic Museum. Where in the movie Flowers in the Attic, this is where they filmed Grandpa's bedroom scene. Sadly, they are not letting anybody inside the mansion right now for tours, but they did tell me that you can go online and take a virtual tour of the mansion and basically walk from room to room. We were just here for that one room, the bedroom scene from Flowers in the Attic. They did confirm that it is there, and in fact, inside the mansion, it's known as the studio. Now, even though we can't get inside, here's another view of that picture where you can actually see it, as well as that fireplace and all the wood around it. And with that being said, thank you for joining us on another Grimm adventure, this time visiting the filming locations to the 1987 movie, Flowers in the Attic. Well, the Los Angeles locations. Until next time, happy Halloween.
Wherever I come, bad luck just comes my way. that never stays a day. Bad luck's always